Thank you very much. We appreciate it. President Putin and I have been...
European leaders are worried because former US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met privately without involving Ukraine in their discussions. This raised concern since Ukraine is directly affected by Russia's actions, especially in the ongoing conflict between the two countries. European leaders feel that excluding Ukraine from such talks undermines its sovereignty and could weaken the international response to Russia's aggression. They worry that decisions might be made without considering Ukraine's interests or security. When Trump and Putin met without Ukraine being part of the conversation, many European leaders saw this as problematic for several reasons. First, Ukraine is currently engaged in a serious conflict with Russia, involving territorial disputes and military aggression, so any talks about the region or related security issues ideally should include Ukraine's voice. By excluding Ukraine, the meeting could be perceived as sidelining the country and ignoring its sovereignty and the impact of decisions on its future. Second, European leaders are concerned that such a meeting might lead to agreements or understandings that could undermine the unity of Western allies. Europe, along with the US and other countries, has been supporting Ukraine through sanctions on Russia, military aid, and diplomatic backing. A separate dialogue between Trump and Putin without Ukraine could create confusion or signal a divide in the Western approach, potentially weakening the collective stance against Russian aggression. Lastly, the lack of transparency in these discussions also worries European nations. They want to ensure that any talks involving Russia and issues related to Ukraine are open and inclusive, to prevent backdoor deals that might compromise Ukraine's security or European stability. In summary, European leaders' concerns center on protecting Ukraine's sovereignty, maintaining a united Western front, and ensuring transparency in international diplomacy regarding the conflict with Russia.